Alienware is known for their top-end gaming PCs, but let's see how their latest stacks up.
Alienware always tries to be on the cutting edge, but this time they want a base jump off of it with the Area 51 X-58 computer. Sporting the Intel Core i7 processor with hyper-threading technology, up to 12 gigs of RAM, and 4 terabytes of storage, this massive rig blows every benchmark away. Become the ultimate early adopter, starting at $1,650.
Alienware is usually one of our...
Still foamy. Go ahead.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
That really wasn't worth it.
No, it wasn't.
Not at all.
Okay, so, yeah, stay on me for a little bit. Alienware is usually one of our favorite gaming PCs, partly because they do a great job with the look of their cases.
Yeah.
So, it looks like they haven't changed their design much.
Yeah, they haven't really changed at all, and I'm sorry, it's good because it's that, hey, it's Alienware. It looks crazy. It looks like an alien. It's going to probe me in the middle of the night. But it's also bad because it's immediately recognizable, which we like, you know. On the other hand, it might be just a little too big, and honestly, we feel like it's time for a case redesign. You know, like, this was cool back in the 90s. Computers used to look like boring little white, that's what they look like, boring little white cases. So the fact that you had something that literally looked like it could molest you electronically in your sleep was awesome. You said, wow, that's a beefy rig. But now it just kind of looks like a Civic with a bunch of neon slapped on it and a giant coffee can. Like definitely companies are moving towards, like, thinner and sleeker, and they definitely haven't done that with this.
Yeah,
so
that takes up a lot of space.
Yeah, it's a big case. Look, it's classic Alienware, but I think it's time to upgrade that look.
All right. Okay, so if you are buying an Alienware, the chances are you're probably going to want to get into the case at some point to start adding stuff and making it your own. So how easy is it to get in there and work on it?
It's extremely simple. There's a quick release on the back, so you don't actually have to unscrew anything, which is a huge plus.
But does it pop off easily?
Yeah, it pops right off. There it is. You literally pull the release, and there the side goes. And here, notice that there's no wires dangling. That's because the fan that's actually on the outside of it, normally there's a wire connected to the motherboard to power it. This thing charges wirelessly through contacts, so you don't have anything getting in the way at all. Really, really smart design there. The rig has 2 giant ATI video cards, 4 hard drives, the cable management and clean design. They give you plenty of room to work. You wouldn't know that you had all that technology crammed in there. There's so much space. There's even things like, again, the power contacts on the side of the case. There it is right there. You can see it.
Everything looks clean and organized.
Everything's clean. It makes it super easy. It's super efficient, and I love a quick release latch.
Well, and now the moment of truth. Okay, so does the new Intel chip actually make it one of the fastest computers we've reviewed? Because they put out a new one every 2 years.
Yeah, not quite is the answer to that. It's still good. It's still really good.
Not the fastest, though.
Not the fastest, no. Well, and we'll get into it. Like, these are the first set of 3D Mark Vantage tests that we've run. It's, again, on the new Intel X-58 chipset, and they've done pretty well. The main difference between the Core i7 and the old Core 2 duos is hyper-threading, which, if you remember, that was a big thing back in the day, and then it became multi-core. Well, now, each one of the 4 cores can process 2 threads at a time. What that basically means is that you've got like 8 virtual cores running, so 8 processors essentially, and that translates to great performance. Our final 3D Mark score was only about 21,600 points, which is only 3,000 short of the fastest PC we've seen. But again, you're saying, well, this has amazing specs, why isn't it the fastest? Those other ones were overclocked a little bit. This one we did not overclock at all to try to keep it as stable as possible. The i7 is easily overclocked, so if we did that, we could probably gain a few extra points, but that's why the score is where it's at. We wanted to test it unoverclocked.
All right. Okay, so the base configuration for this right here is about $1,650 bucks, but
which is a kid or a small child.
Right. But this one right here that we're looking at, that Kevin has his hand on, $6,380.
Yeah, that's a mid-sized child there.
Yeah. So is it worth that?
Look,
you could buy a Kia for like $4,995.
You could feed a village for a lifetime on this. But why would you want it when you can play Team Fortress? That might be a little steep. The price is a bit. The CyberPower PC that we reviewed last year was $800 less and had better performance. So it'd be a better deal to buy the base configuration and then tack on as you need.
So that's not so bad then.
Not so bad. Yeah, don't go crazy right now.
All right. So do you have a rating for it?
Yes, for this rig right here, 83%, a B-. Overall, we really like this PC. It has a ton to offer, but look, in traditional fashion, Alienware is charging you extra for the name and the awesome racing lines that you see there, which
but they are awesome.
They are pretty sweet. That's an extra 5 horsepower to that processor right there. Good done.
That is it for Gadgetpon. And remember, for even more of the latest news on computers and tech, check out g4t.com/thefeed.